If you release music and you don't know what any of these codes mean, then you need to watch this video. These codes are just as important as the music itself. They are the digital footprint with everything you release, and it keeps track of your music data history. Think of these codes as social security numbers for your music. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Zach and I go by Captive Portal. I'm a music producer, audio engineer, and musician. Over the past 15 years, I've worked on over 800 songs, released over 100 songs of my own, and with the bands that I've been in, we have over 50 releases combined. Let's say you ran into this issue where your music distributor took down all of your releases and you want to re-upload it to a brand new music distributor. Do you think you'd lose all your plays and downloads? Technically, you shouldn't if you provided all the correct information. When you upload a song, EP, or album with a distributor, each song is assigned an ISRC and each release is assigned a UPC. Let's say you have a song that has 1,000 streams and you want to move distributors. If you give the new distributor the same ISRC, those 1,000 streams will still show up and you won't be starting from zero. Now, what the heck do all these codes mean? Get ready. This is going to be a lot of information, but this is something that you will need to know. The codes that I'm going to be talking about in this video are ISRC, ISWC, and UPC. ISRC stands for the International Standard Recording Code. It's a 12-digit code that's assigned to a unique recording of a specific song. This code represents a recording's distinct identity and allows the tracking of key details such as streams, digital and physical sales, radio station plays, the composition's authors, performers, and more. An ISRC identifies a particular recording, not the work itself, which I'll explain later in this video. Therefore, different recordings, radio edits, remixes, and remasters of the same work will each need to have their own ISRCs. For example, if you're releasing a 10-track album, then you will need 10 different ISRCs. If you're releasing a single that has an album version, a clean version, and a remix, then this 3-track release will need 3 different ISRCs. Every song you've released so far on DSPs has ISRCs assigned to it by your distributor if you didn't add your own codes. When you were adding your music through a distributor, there was a section where you had to put in a UPC and an ISRC, and you probably left those blank if you didn't have your own codes, and there would probably be a check mark somewhere saying assign codes for me, and your distributor would generate those for you. However, depending on the distributor, these codes may be owned by them and not you, so please check your terms of service to see how your distributor handles ownership of these codes. At the end of this video, I will show you where you can get your own codes. Now, what does this code actually mean? An ISRC is broken up into 3 sections. The first section is a prefix code. It's a 5-character alphanumeric code that's generated through an ISRC agency. The first 2 letters of this code is the country where the prefix was generated in. For example, if the prefix was generated in the United States, the first 2 letters would be US, or it could either be QM, QZ, or QT. The following 3 characters are uniquely given to you by the ISRC agency that generated the prefix. The second section is the year of reference. It's 2 numbers that represents the year that the ISRC was created using the last 2 numbers of the year. So if this ISRC was created in 2025, the 2 numbers would be 25. The last 5 digits of an ISRC are a designation code, also known as a serial number. This can be a set of 5 digits ranging from 5 zeros to 5 nines. However, the same set of 5 digits cannot be used in the same year. Earlier, I mentioned an ISRC identifies a particular recording, not the work itself. The code for a work is an International Standard Musical Work Code, also known as an ISWC. An ISWC is assigned to a musical work by a collection society, like performing rights organizations ASCAP and BMI, for example. It tracks the song title, songwriters, publishers, and corresponding ownership shares. So if a song has an album version and a radio edit, there will need to be 2 different ISRCs, but they will have the same ISWC. This code is broken up into 3 sections. It starts with the letter T, followed by 9 digits, and a check digit. By the way, this video is sponsored by me. Besides doing YouTube, I run a home studio where I produce, record, mix, and master music for indie artists from all over the world. In the last 15 years, I've had the privilege to work on over 800 songs spanning many different genres. If you're an indie artist that would like me to help you create your next favorite song, you can check out this QR code right here or the first link in the description below. I have a few gaps in the schedule and I would love to work on your music, but move quick before the schedule starts closing. Thank you so much for your support, and now back to the video. Now let's talk about the final code I'm going to be mentioning in this video, called UPC. UPC stands for Universal Product Code. It's a 12-digit code that's used to distinguish a music release, whether it's a single, EP, or album, on digital platforms and physical media. It's essentially the music industry version of a product ID. This code is broken up into 3 sections: a UPC company prefix, an item reference, and a check digit. While UPCs are mostly used in North America, other regions use the European article number, or an EAN. It's a 13-digit 3-digit code that's broken up into 3 sections: a GS1 company prefix, an item number, and a check digit. Now with all that information out of the way, where the heck do you find these codes for all the music that you've already released? Here are 2 ways that you can do this. You can find your ISRCs and UPCs through your distributor. If you go to your releases, you can usually find the UPC codes on the release pages and the ISRCs on the individual track pages. Now, if you release music on multiple distributors, different labels, or if your collaborators or someone else uploaded your music, there are code finder sites out there where you can find codes to any song or release, since all of this is public information. My favorite place to use is ISRCfinder.com. You can find ISRCs and UPCs for any release that's uploaded to Spotify. You'll just have to copy and paste a link of a release or individual song into these finders, and you'll be able to get all your codes. You'll be able to find all your ISWC codes from the PRO that you're affiliated with. You just select one of the works and you'll be able to find the code there. Now, if you're not affiliated with a PRO, you currently won't have one of these codes. And if you want to sign up for a PRO, you can check out ASCAP or BMI or any other PRO that's available in your country, and you'll be able to submit your works, and then you'll be able to get your ISWC codes. Now, since this is going to be a lot of codes, my recommendation is that you have a spreadsheet that will have all of these codes in one place. There's no right or wrong way to organize all these codes, but here's a couple ways I would do it. If you want to go alphabetical order, I would have your song title, then the ISWC assigned to that song, and then list all the versions that you have for that song, like an album version, an explicit version, a clean version, something like that. Then you would have the ISRCs assigned to those versions, and then you would have the release titles for which versions those are released on, and then have the UPCs for those release titles. If you want to have additional information, you can have the year of when the release came out. Now, if you want to have everything organized chronologically, you can have your release title first and then the UPC assigned to that release. Then you have all the songs that are on that release with the ISWC codes assigned to those songs. And then the next one, you can have the version of each one, even if you just have one version. And then you can have the ISRCs assigned to those versions, and you can also add the year on the end if you want to. Now, my recommendation for all your future releases is to get all your ISRCs and UPCs made through an agency so that you own these codes and your distributor doesn't. Most of these distributors that you're uploading your music to own the codes and not you. For ISRCs, you can go to usisrc.org and pay a single $95 fee to register your prefix, and then basically you can manually make as many codes as you want. I think their limit is like 100,000 codes a year, so you're pretty much good to go. To get UPCs and ENNs made, you can go to gs1us.org, and you can choose what pricing plan works best for you and how many barcodes you want to get made. You can also get barcodes made for physical releases like CDs, records, and cassettes. For ISWC codes, those are made through your affiliated PRO when you register a work. I hope this video has helped you get a better understanding on what these codes mean and how important it is for you to own your own codes as well as your music. And if you're looking for music distributor recommendations, you can check out this video where I shared my 3 favorite music distributors that I've used over the years and that you probably haven't heard of. This is Zach of Captive Portal, and I'll see you guys next time.